going to brocantes and op shops in France, and so we're about to head into an Emmaüs, which is a charity shop that is all over France, and we're going to go find some treasures, so let's go. So I don't think we can have too many cast iron, this is really heavy, pots. And outside here at Emmaüs, they put everything really inexpensively. It's kind of a mess, but everything's usually around 50 cents. Here you go to each department, so books or china, outside, and you collect these tickets, you take them to the front, you get them stamped, then you go back and collect your products. You just have to remember where you've been. So here we are back at home after our afternoon exploring the region to our favourite brocantes and an Emmaüs not too far away. It was pretty cold out, but we managed to still find some treasures, and here we have in front of us quite a few pieces that we got today, but also a collection of, I think, some of our favourite things that we've collected over the years. I'm sure everyone has a different approach when they are seeking out antiques or treasures for their home. For me, it's about something that I love. It may not be the best way, because that way I have ended up with a lot of items in the house, but I seem to always find a place for them. Even if it's seasonally and they get put away for say winter or summer and then get brought out, or for a special occasion, a special dinner or a special dinner party, I can then bring out a lot of my favorite things. First tip that I think is important for us anyway is to try and find sets of things. So you can go the way of having all your different cutlery. That is a great look. For me, I always try to collect 4s, 6s or 8s of things. So when I do set a table, it makes it quite easy. So my second tip when you're out hunting for treasures is to look at things with an open mind. So for example, this little pepper pot came as a set that had sugar, tea, flour, salt, etc. A few of the pieces were broken, but this one was still okay, so I used this for my little skewers. We also have a coffee one that's still intact that I use as a beautiful vase. So something like this little crystal ice bucket can be used also for a vase. Also with something like this wire egg basket, I can use this to take down to the garden and to harvest vegetables. It also makes a nice fruit basket. A third tip, which is for me is very hard to stick to, but I really do try to have some restraint, is to collect in colours. So I've maintained a white collection and a green collection. They can be used individually on tables or combined, and they look really effective. Now I'll chat about a few of the items on the table here. This is one of a quirky collection that I've just started. They're actually decanters for liqueur, but are made to look like books. So this one is glass and then leather covered. It has chartreuse in it. And then this is a ceramic one with, as the label says, cognac in it, but it does put a whole nother meaning to I'm going to go read a book. Then we have a collection of old books that are really beautiful. They can be quite expensive, so just watch the prices on these, because I only use them for display or for propping up an item so you get a little bit of height. But they're also a lovely collector's item. Collecting vintage board games is a bit fun as well. So these are children's games which help us with our French language skills, and they're great if friends bring their children over. Often you'll find really great bargains, especially if a set is not complete. So these Limoges China teacups that are very fine porcelain, they're absolutely breathtaking, were 50 cents each. I picked them up because I thought I could use them for just coffee in the morning for us at home, but I've also used them on a table setting with tea lights, and they are really beautiful. Sometimes you find an item that you're not sure whether you should buy or not. Is it ugly? Is it too quirky? Is it fabulous? This is one of those cases. I absolutely loved it. It has a little chip on it. I didn't mind about that, but it is pretty fabulous and special and quite a feature. Even though you're not always guaranteed to find exactly what you're looking for, we always go into a brocante looking for things that we have in the back of our mind that we know we collect. So copper items are one of those things. We've come across a few in our travels. This is an amazing copper jam, confiture pot that we've used quite a bit. We've made a lot of apricot and peach jam in this. Lots of fry pans and then some serving utensils as well. Here are my top 5 things that I'm always on the lookout for. Number 1, plates and serving pieces in white or green. 2, vases. You can definitely never have too many. 3, candlesticks. The same applies, especially in winter. 4, tablecloths and napkins. I select seasonal colours and styles, and also in parties, inevitably, ones will get stained. Number 5, oil paintings. Landscapes, portraits, we love them in every room. Thank you so much for joining me today and letting me share with you my love of brocanting and letting me show you some of my favourite finds from over the last couple of years. I hope you found it interesting. If you would like any more tips, just ask me. And if you're in Burgundy over summer, you're very likely to find Nathan and I at a brocante, so please come and say hi.